Dr. Jonathan Coleman.
Mr Speaker, those pioneers of the welfare state would never have envisaged the benefit system that New Zealand has today. Mr Speaker, they would have turned in their graves to see healthy 16 and 17-year-olds starting a decade on the dole. Working-age people, Mr Speaker, keen to get into work is what we need in this country. And that's basically what the Dominion Post editorial says today, Mr Speaker. I want to commend the Minister for Social Development, Paula Bennett, for the brave announcements that she has made, because she is tackling head-on a major problem for New Zealand society. 1 in 8 working-age people on a benefit. This country cannot sustain that. It needs a clear signal. And the signal that this government has set is the right one. As the Dominion Post says today, we are restoring that social contract. We have to have incentives to work. And that is what this government is determined to do. Because, Mr Speaker, it is no good having 220,000 New Zealand children being brought up in benefit-dependent households. And it's very disappointing, Mr Speaker, to see that the Labour Party is sticking to the same old tired philosophy of trying to buy votes through supporting greater and greater welfare payments. It is not the way that this country is going to get ahead. It is not the way, Mr Speaker. And what we've heard today from David Shearer, unfortunately, is once again a whole lot of descriptive guff. But there's nothing in there about what he's going to do or how he's going to do it. And if you want to know how this man is struggling as leader of the Labour Party, Mr Speaker, just go online, listen to his interview with Larry Williams on Friday afternoon, because that shows, Mr Speaker, a man who really is struggling in that role. And it's like in medicine, Mr Speaker. You get an inexperienced surgeon and an inexperienced anaesthetist operating together and people die. What you've got here is a very inexperienced leader coupled with a totally inexperienced chief of staff, and it's falling apart because, quite frankly, when things start going wrong, there's no one in charge over here. For the one person who is very happy is the man who's doing the Kevin Rudd impression over there, Phil Goff. Phil Goff is not going away. He is counting the numbers. He knows that the time will turn when all these people over there on the Labour benches get very tired of being hammered week after week, get very tired of being embarrassed by their new leader, by his inability to land any punches on the Prime Minister, embarrassed by the bumbling and stumbling. The other guy who's very happy is David Cunliffe, because he can see the opportunity coming as well. I mean, first it's a beard, what next? A ponytail. But anyway, a leadership challenge is in the offing. Meanwhile, Chris Hipkins, he sees the long game turning up for him. So, Mr Speaker, it's total disarray over there, but really they are fundamentally misaligned with the way the New Zealand population is. What they wanted to do, Mr Speaker, was to extend the in-work tax credit under Working for Families to beneficiaries. Totally out of line with what the New Zealand people wanted. They wanted to further disincentivise work. They were going to say, actually, well, you don't need to worry about working, go on a benefit and you'll actually get all the benefits through Working for Families anyway. But the New Zealand public saw through that. They knew that that was not the way to get ahead. So fundamentally, Mr Speaker, the Labour Party, when it comes to welfare, are totally off the planet on this stuff. Paula Bennett is the best Minister of Social Development that this country has ever had. Brave decisions which are going to fundamentally realign the system. These people can laugh, but they're going to be there for a heck of a long time. They will be there until the day that they realise this government's policies are actually right. And Annette King and Phil Goff, they're listening very carefully because actually they know it's the truth. They know that the rudderless direction of the Labour Party at the moment is not going to take them anywhere. Anyway, meanwhile, we are getting on with doing what the New Zealand people want us to do. Managing the economy, rebuilding Christchurch, putting in the incentives to work. And that is the way, Mr Speaker, that this country is going to get ahead. The people have a lot of confidence in John Key, the fantastic leadership we're having from the Prime Minister, in the face of difficult fiscal challenges, a difficult environment. We have had the leadership which is putting New Zealand on the right path. They say there's no jobs, Mr Speaker. ANZ job review for January, 30,000 jobs available. 62,000 jobs created in the last 2 years. So fundamentally, Mr Speaker, on welfare, the left have lost the argument.
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Phil Goff.
Speaker, I do believe in work ahead of welfare.
Go and do so.
But I want to tell you,